we are, Mike's gym. Mike himself. Spent a few days here. Had the pleasure of going through the course this morning. How did you think we went, Mike?
Well, what can I say? Being polite, there's room for improvement. No, listen, it's one of those courses that surprises everybody, no matter what fitness level you are, no matter how strong you are. There's so many aspects of strength and conditioning and fitness there that you have to be a total all-rounder to get quick at it.
Yeah. What would be your favourite components to watch people go through? And like this is gonna be interesting to watch.
For me, do you know what? The top section with the cardio bit surprises everyone. It raises the heart rate so quick, which is shocking to the system. So I like to see how they cope with that. But the ultimate favourite for me is the combat zone. Yeah. There's nothing better. Everybody just doesn't know what to expect, and their arms and their breathing and everything's out of sync to what it normally is to when they're training. It's just so intense and different to what people are used to doing.
Which was it for you, Mitch, that you were like, I don't know if I'm going to get through this part?
I think it was number 5. Number 5.
Yeah, as soon as you started pulling on the arms from the pull-ups, then the sledge, and then the farmer's walk.
Yeah.
Once the forearms start fading, it's impossible for me to be able to grip onto anything.
Yeah.
And then once you've done the 2 rope pulleys, and then you have the rope climb to look forward to.
Yeah. You've done chin-ups, you've done the rope slams.
I'm telling you, the intensity for the forearms is immense.
Normally rope climbs aren't too bad for me. Like I like doing a bit of gymnastic style work, and rope climbs are okay. Coming down that one, my hands were that wet.
Oh, as well.
It's just
it ruins your grip.
Sliding down the rope.
To be fair to you two guys, the humidity is massive. The heat is not in your favour. So
I don't know if we can use that as a.
I'm not going to give you as an excuse. I'm trying to soften the blow here a little bit.
I was dripping wet, so it did about an hour 13, a bit more. What do you reckon? What's an acceptable time? I'm going to definitely come back. I'm going to be a bit fitter.
In and around an hour.
Yeah, I've got to get under that hour.
You've got a good cardio base. Both of your strength, you just shone. As soon as you started lifting heavy, it's just no problem. But you've got to have the combination of the strength and the condition to keep going. It's relentless. It's not 10. It's not a 10-minute metcon. It's not a short WOD. It's an hour of solid, intense strength and conditioning and cardio basics.
So enough about us and our bumbling. Tell us about this place. Like, when did you conceive it? When did you think, like, I'd love to be living in the south of Spain with one of the best facilities in the world?
It's never been a dream. It's never been a plan. I'm a guy that has no plans. Anything in life I've ever done, it's just an opportunity I've kind of been put in front of me, and I grab hold of it.
Take the next step.
And the living in Spain bit was coming here on a boys stag do.
Yep.
And through one reason or another, I wound up renting jet skis for 10 years, having a beach concession, renting sunbeds and kayaks and pedalos and stuff like that.
Yep.
And then the gym has evolved from just having a small personal gym in the workshop that the gym is now. It used to be a big workshop and a jet ski store and stuff like that.
Yep.
And then some friends started coming to train, and a couple more friends. Then all of a sudden there was 8, 10 of us training in there, so I just extended it a little bit.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden 12, 15 people. Then I extended it a little bit more. The jet ski business we stopped doing through the change of laws in Spain. I won't bore you with that. Then I decided to make it bigger.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden 20, 30 people started turning up.
Yep.
Then I started charging people. And then I was having a chat with some friends and personal trainers back in England that were running boot camps and So then we've sort of decided, right, that seems like a good idea.
Bring some people in.
Let's bring some people in. Let's start running a few boot camps. So obviously all the cabins started evolving.
Yep.
And the gym got finished. The building got finished as a whole gym. And then obviously the kitchen facilities, the swimming pool all come.
Yep.
And once all this was done, then we decided, obviously, outside training, weather like we have here in Spain
Yeah.
is phenomenal. And the assault course evolved.
Yep.
And it got finished in September last year for our first competition.
Yeah. So who do you reckon is the people who come here? It's sort of hard to pigeonhole who would be the people who would enjoy this place most. You got.
Do you know the thing with the place is it has enough for anybody, whether you're an Olympic lifter, the lifting room at the back.
Yeah, you got some nice bars.
It's good enough.
Perfect
The bars,
good.
Yeah, exactly. You've got a fully functional training studio in there.
Yep.
We've got a full CrossFit box.
Yep. Boxing ring.
Two boxing rings. We have the spinning bikes outside. We obviously have the swimming pool, which obviously in the summer we actually do not loads, but we use this in the wads. It's quite interesting.
Yeah.
It's very good.
Yeah.
And then obviously the ultimate thing and the most unique thing about the place is the assault course.
Yeah, it's out of this world.
It's just so different, and nobody's been
see a
bothered
few photos.
to set one up.
Yeah, you see a few photos of the place. Yeah, I thought, I'm sure it's going to be good. He said he's got space for CrossFit. We'll be able to do some barbell work. We had some good snatching and deadlift sessions, and being able to do the stuff that we normally do at home.
Exactly.
But we've done something we will never. There's
the
nowhere else you can do that.
And that's what I encourage when the coaches come over. Obviously, we have lots of different coaches, high level coaches as well.
Yep.
And the thing for me is, listen, you can do that when you're back at home.
Yeah.
Bring people and do stuff out of the box.
Yeah.
Don't continue your normal regime. And that's the thing with me, and that's why there's a bit of everything here.
Yeah.
I'm not particularly good at anything, but I love it all.
Yeah, no, you are pretty bloody good at lots of things. Tell us a little bit about what they're training that you like doing. If you've seen Mike, you can sort of see him here, but look up a few pictures of Mike and you'll you see he's at another level physically. Tell us a little bit about your training. What do you do? How do you look like Mike? This is a question everyone wants to know.
It's genetics. It's all down to genetics.
Genetics aren't getting you out of the bed all this.
I've always been a hard worker from a young kid.
Yeah.
It's always been in the family. Manual labour from bloody 3 years old. I've been working. So the hard work bit comes naturally. I can get up early. I can stay up. I can work continuously throughout the day.
Yep.
No problem. And I just think over the course of the years, that stands me in good stead with the endurance stuff.
Yep.
If you're used to working 14, 18 hours a day as a young man, to come and do that on a bike and something that you really enjoy, it's not so much of a problem. And then the strength and conditioning has come more in the last 4 or 5 years since I've opened the gym and met so many more coaches like yourself. For me, the gym was a necessity in the winter. I used to race jet skis.
Yeah.
My passion was to get out on a jet ski and ride it, not to go in the gym and sweat my nuts off.
Yeah.
So for me, it was just a 2 or 3 month thing that I used to do in the winter because I couldn't go out on a jet ski.
Yeah.
And it was only so that I could keep my strength for the jet ski.
Yeah.
I've never been in the gym so much to look good ever. I'd never go in there and do loads of bicep curls because I want big biceps, or do loads of benching because I want big pecs. It's not me at all. Mine's all about the function of everything. And then the endurance events start coming. I've done a few marathons. I've done a couple of triathlons, and then I started cycling seriously probably 5 years ago. And the endurance stems from those events, to be honest with you.
Do you think doing a bit more gym work, has that changed your running bike? I know you've had a couple
helps
of injuries.
So much. It just makes everything a lot easier when you've got the strength to climb up the steep hills on the bike. For the actual size of my body, it shouldn't happen really. But I can maintain not a top level, but a decent level of cycling.
What do they think? The Spanish guys on their bike when this
we've
big brawly
just done
British man comes in.
We've just done our tour on the Tour de Transalps, and my brothers are very, very similar stamp to me, and we was named the Hog Brothers. Just climbing up the hills with big muscles, it shouldn't happen. But I just think, when you get used to working under load a lot, you can push yourself through it. You can get to your threshold and you can maintain it. All right, we're working probably a lot harder than most of them. But for me to be in the middle of the pack and have a lot more strength than these cyclists. That's what I'm about. I don't like to be skinny. I like to be able to lift those logs on particularly for me, owning and making this a short course. I need to be setting the standard around there, and that's what keeps me going as well. I don't want to lose my strength, because as soon as you lose your strength, you hit that combat zone, and it takes you twice as long.
That's great. That's kind of one of the fundamentals. Like I work with a lot of trainers, personal trainers, and I'm always sort of encouraging that we need to set a standard. If we don't set a standard, then our clients are not going to be doing what we want to do.
And I always run with the method of don't give anybody something to do that you wouldn't do yourself. And I've done everything. Every workout that I give my clients, I would have done it. There's no doubt about it. I wouldn't set nothing I wouldn't do myself.
So basically, it means I've got to get a bit fitter so I can be telling people to get around this course.
Exactly.
Otherwise, I'm embarrassing myself for breaking my own rules.
You need to spend a little bit more time here on the Costa del Sol and Mike's gym, lad.
I'll be back. Don't worry about that. Mitch has just set up a place in Australia. What's it like for you coming here and just sort of seeing something different to what everyone's sort of doing and what everyone's thinking about?
Yeah, I think it's definitely an awesome facility. Like from the photos and stuff, I don't think it does it justice. Like a lot of this sort of stuff, like we do. Not so specific as to what you do, but we go around the same type of protocols, but just as like a shorter
version.
Duration. And like to do that sort of stuff for like an hour and a half. It's just another form of stimulus that just I've never seen before. And like if we've got events like Tough Mudder and stuff back in Australia, and this would just be perfect for guys like that to
this in comparison, we get obviously lots of people that come and that have done lots of different obstacle courses, and obviously I sit them down at the end of it and say, listen, how does this compare? And obviously for them, the strength side of it is far above anything that they normally do.
You think it's going to be some kind of army thing where you trot through and up and down a bit?
Exactly. It's not just cardio based. It's not a case of pulling yourself up and over walls or up and over cargo nets or on the balance beam. You've got to be able to lift reasonably heavy.
And I think that's the difference between what you've got here and a lot of other things. And I think if you combine that sort of strength work with your endurance-based stuff,
that's what I wanted to do.
That gives a far bigger result than what a lot of these are.
Definitely.
Because I mean, if you're lifting just light weights for a lot of reps.
I've gone off that theory. That lots of reps and light weights, it doesn't produce the strength that you need to keep going. Particularly when you get on the inclines, on the bike, and on the forced flats, you can maintain the same speed without stressing yourself out because you've got the strength to do that. And that's what I've noticed a lot this year, a lot more. And this year I've done the assault course. We've done it loads this year, and that just gives you that phenomenal functional strength to pull you through everything else that you do.
So
even on the CrossFit workouts, it just goes hand in hand with it. It just keep going. I mean, our CrossFit workouts here are generally longer than most. We sort of do a lot of 30, 40-minute WODs rather than 12, 15-minute WODs. It's just the way that Mike's gym's evolved like that, and that's what I've always enjoyed doing. So we've sort of kept with that.
It's something special. It's something that you won't see in other places. So also just like having nearby, straight down to the beach after sessions, easy to go for a swim.
I mean,
get down on the sand.
The actual location of this place on the Costa del Sol is amazing. We've got so many mountain bike routes. We've got so many hills to climb. We've got the beach facilities. We've got the water sports, the kayaks, the paddle boards, the workouts on the beach. It's just what can I say? Paradise. It's heaven.
It's a great spot. Thinking about the future, it's changed so much over the last 5 years here. Where's it going to be another 5 years for yourself with Mike's gym?
We've only got we've got no more big plans for the gym. The gym facility is really at its full potential, I think. The assault course will just get sort of sharpened up every year. We'll just renew some stuff. We'll just make it a little bit more difficult for you guys to come and sort of improve your times and just stress you out a little bit more. But long term, we're just talking about more accommodation because the accommodation's getting busier and busier.
Yep.
We're talking about putting plans in for 5 more houses,
Yep.
small bungalows, 2 bedrooms, so families can come and stay.
Yep.
And some more sort of, how can we call it, active recovery activities. We're going to try and get a tennis court and some paddle courts on here,
Yep.
and a basketball court and stuff like that.
Yep.
And really, that's the place at its full potential.
Yep.
That's it. So 5 years, hopefully, touch wood,
Yeah.
it'll be at its limit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you've done something special. It's been great to it's been great training him. It's also the chit chat around the table
Yeah.
and sort of meeting you and learning your story, and it's always good to spend time with people who have done that stuff and just got that mindset of going after things, and you're someone not to fuck about with, and all your slogans and that everywhere. So it's getting in the subconscious there on some level. That
terminology.
you got to go hard, do it like you mean it. We've got all the slogans
Don't
in the back.
fuck about.
Yeah, that's it. Thanks a lot for having us along here.
No problem. It's been a pleasure.
Looking forward to
Hopefully we'll see you very soon.
bringing a few more people along to experience that.
Yeah.
Experience the course, experience the great food, down to the beach. It's hard to beat. Thanks,
Good.
mate.
No problem.
Check
Pleasure.
it. Yeah.
Well done.